I see Taylor Ward moved over from the Angels to the Orioles. Okay, Orioles looking for more power in the outfield. They get a guy who will be there for a rental one season. And then I see who goes back on the other end. Grayson Rodriguez going back to the Angels. So this is a big leaguer for big leaguer deal. I was shocked that they essentially gave up on Grayson Rodriguez, who has top end stuff when he's healthy. He didn't pitch this past season. What do you think of this deal?
I don't understand it from the Orioles side of it. I don't. You're getting you're giving up a guy who has 4 years of control in Grayson. Now he's been hurt; he missed all the year, but when he's healthy, he could be a 2 to 3 starter for you. And what did the Orioles not have last year? Starting pitching. So why would you give up on a guy who you developed, you got all the way through? And yes, I know he's hurt, but they know the medicals better than anybody, so they should know that if he's healthy or not. So they trade him for Taylor Ward in an already crowded outfield they have. I mean, because let's not forget they have O'Neill, right? And then Kobe Mayo, wherever he figures out where to play. You got Hurstead. You got a lot of guys. Mountcastle, whatever they're going to do with him. I mean, there's a lot of guys. Westberg, wherever he ends up. I mean, there's a lot of guys for not a lot of spots. And Tyler O'Neill and O'Neill's got to be one of your. Taylor Ward's got to be one of your guys that plays all the time. Then you probably lose DH to Basayo, our first base, when Adley and him are going to go back and forth catching DH first basey. So it just got crowded really fast. But the Orioles need pitching. Like, I'd be like, this guy's on a minimum contract.
And the thing
his upside is too good.
Yeah, and he's not costing you much right now, Kratz. Sure, Taylor Ward, nice player. I would say top 5 streakiest players in the big league. So when he's hot, he's sizzling hot. To me, it's almost like Justin Upton status, like a diet version of that. Back when he played, he'd get all his numbers in like a month or two's time. Because Taylor Ward can blow up in April and then fall apart in May and June. Mm-hmm. So there will be some ups and downs there. That's part of his game. That's fine. I just am looking at Baltimore like, can we get rid of a A-ball prospect for a move like this? I think you need 10, 12 pitchers as part of your 40-man that you feel comfortable starting games for you. And Grayson Rodriguez has the 1, 2, 3 upside potential. They must have looked at the medicals, and the Baltimore Orioles team doctors have been known to flunk free agents and said, hey, we should quit on him. Here's the problem, Kratz. They're often wrong.
Yeah, but here's the other problem. You can say, I'm a little scared about free agents. I'm a little scared about, a 30-year-old guy signing him to a 4-year, 5-year contract. They just flunked Jeff Hoffman. This is not that. This is a guy who, he hasn't pitched in a year. I mean, since August of 23. No, August of 24. Like, he missed over a year of time. I get that. But this isn't a free agent. This is a young pitcher who, let's say, he even has another year of injuries. You would never want that, and you're like, you wouldn't think a guy would continually get hurt, but it happens. He's a 1-year arbitration every year for the next 4 years, and you still have that. This isn't like failing a free agent. So if they use the same idea, I think this is a miss. I think this is a miss because you can't this is great for the Angels, but you can't give up young starting pitching that has potential. Give up some of your minor league. I get it. Rogers did an amazing job. Tyler Wells came back and was awesome. Bradish was awesome. Like, it's okay to have extra. It's okay to have 6 to 7 starters that are going to be in your rotation for the season because they're not all going to stay healthy.
This one just doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I'm with you. I mean,
it's not the fact, like, look, if you want to trade Grayson Rodriguez and you feel like maybe he might not pitch again, he might never stay healthy, but you would think you'd want to get something controllable back. But Taylor Ward's got 1 year, and then he's a free agent. This is Corbin Burns all over again, right? But again, the Orioles are supposed to have all these prospects position player-wise. So why are they trading one of their areas of need, a pitcher, especially a starting pitcher, for a guy that when they're supposed to have all these surefire prospects that they wouldn't trade for years?
The development process to me has been strange, Kratz. At times there's not an opening for some of those players that have been highly touted, and then they often have them playing a billion different positions in the minor leagues, which was part of what Jason La Canfora mention the other day on the Orioles to-do list segment that we did, and there were mixed reviews on that segment, but I will say Jason was pretty spot on with just about everything he said regarding the Orioles this year. Are we hard on them? Yes. Why? Because they tanked for half a decade and then didn't get enough out of it. So I think you should be hard on your ball club if you went through that kind of pain. One funny comment after the tweet was posted last night about the trade from a fan said, anytime you're a team in need of a controllable young starter, you move one of the few you have to acquire a 16th outfielder. That's a little harsh, but here's 230. You got to make that deal.
But here's their outfielders: Dylan Beavers, first round pick for him, high prospect; Colton Cowser, who we've talked about for years; Tyler O'Neill, who they signed to a big deal; Leody Taveras, okay,
backup,
and then Jeremiah Jackson wherever he is.
Yeah.
Which one of those guys is a center fielder? Colton Cowser, I guess, is going to play center for you.
Enrique Bradfield when he comes up at some point.
Okay, so then why do you trade for Taylor Ward? Explain that one.
Play in the corner.
Unless you're going
to platoon.
Platoon with who?
Platoon?
You're not trading for Taylor Ward if he's platooning. I'm sorry.
I think there's a world where a lot of his ABs are coming against left-handed pitching, no?
Okay. There's not that, I mean, no offense, there's not that many lefties.
That's his forte. I mean, his numbers were not great against righties. And
so you're going to pay $13.7 million, which he's projected in arbitration, for a platoon guy? Then this trade just got even worse.
Let me explain what Mike Elias likes to do. He wants to build more of what you saw from Farhan Zaidi in the Dodgers world 10 years ago. It's platoons. It's everyone can play just about everywhere.
How'd that work out?
Not well. I'm just explaining what they're doing. I don't agree with what they've been doing. Last year, I destroyed their moves, destroyed them, took a lot of crap for it. They spent money. This has nothing to do with money spending right now. Let's shove that aside. Should they be going after premier guys? Did you think that was going to happen? Yes, but that's not realistic right now, right? This kind of move Kratz tells you. They're not in the running for Kyle Tucker. But with what they are doing, I disagree. I just disagree. I think they got to here, right? You did the tank, the rebuild, you got good talent. Putting that last part together is the most difficult thing to do in baseball, and it's what makes someone like Dave Dombrowski so successful and put his titles together, right? Alex Anthopoulos and others who go for it and know how to put the finishing touches on. I think they're lacking there.
We can talk about Mike Elias's moves last year in the outfield, this year. We can talk about that all offseason. Today's the trade. So what are they getting from Taylor Ward? You cannot platoon. If you are platooning him, what AJ said, $13.7 million is what he's projected to make in arbitration. Like, you're not paying you're not even paying the most elite platoon advantage guy that money. I mean, he had 579 at-bats last year. He was an everyday player, 36 homers, 104 stakes. That's all you're getting because the defense is not great. The base running is well below average, and you need to get full value from this. And I don't think this is where there's value for this team unless they're sitting there going, I know we gave Tyler O'Neill $49.5 million. We need to make sure we have somebody in case he goes down when he takes his time off. Like I don't understand this at all, but you cannot play him at a 350 to 400 at bat clip because then you lose everything. You lose his counting stats, his home runs and RBIs is what he's going to bring to this team.
Holiday shopping season is here, and we have you covered from head to toe.
Let's talk about an area that's not quite close to the toes. Let's get crazy with this holiday season. Yeah, that's MeUndies I'm spinning around, but the holiday season, now you can get MeUndies with some holiday prints on them.
That's right. Ridiculously soft fabric holiday prints, matching holiday prints with your special person, or you can coordinate PJs for the family photo. And right now you can get up to 50% off with the code FOUL. We rock MeUndies. You should too. We're talking over 30 million pairs sold. Knock out all your holiday gifting needs today with MeUndies to get exclusive holiday deals up to, I said it, 50% off. Go to MeUndies.com/foul and enter promo code FOUL. That's MEUNDIES.com/FOUL. Promo code FOUL for up to 50% off.
So I looked at the Orioles depth chart, their roster basically, for their starting guys. Have you guys ever seen Samuel Basallo in person?
Not
Monster.
yet. No.
Okay, you know what he's listed as on their roster? I know this
Don't
has
say
nothing to do with
outfielder.
No. He's listed as catcher behind Adley and DH behind Mountcastle. But do you know, I'm talking about his weight. Do you know what his height and weight is listed at?
I know he's like 6'5". What? What do they have him at?
180. He hasn't seen 180 in a long time. I'm sorry. That's like them saying Salvi Perez is 180.
Yeah.
Right? Like, I mean, I weigh way more than 180, right? And I've stood next to Basayo, and he is bigger than I am.
He is full. He is Salvador Perez. The one time I saw him, he's Salvador Perez. Now Salvi's much bigger now. He's lifted a lot more legs, but I was going to say there's no way Basayo's under 250 because I'm 6'5", 250, and there's no way he's less than me. Monstrous young man.
Okay, so one more thing on the Orioles, then I want to finish with the Angels. Now on the Baltimore side, I mean, the lineup's pretty much set. They're not trading most of these guys. They're young, under team control, right? Jackson Holliday at second, Jordan Westburg at third, Gunnar at short. You would think Mayo at first. Outfield, we went over plenty already. Adley at catcher, and Basayo mixing in there too. I mean, the lineup's pretty much set.
But that's why the Taylor Ward doesn't make sense.
Yeah, I also
what they had to give up because
I would have
because I look at it like this. Again, who's going to play center field? Leotis Taveras, who they signed? So they're not going to go out and get someone else? Or can you run Colton Cowser out there for center field every day? So then he's got to go to a corner, right? And then that takes at bats away from somebody else because you have O'Neill who's signed to a long-term deal, and now you have Taylor Ward who's got to play, right? And then you got to put Cowser somewhere, and you got to have Basayo somewhere, you got to have Mountcastle somewhere. So there's got to be something else coming down the pipe.
You would think so.
There's got to be a trade coming somewhere down that we haven't heard about yet. That's coming that Mike Elias is going to have to clear up some space. But and then you want to talk about the Angels. This is absolutely wonderful. If you're the Angels, you get a controllable starting pitcher who has huge upside for league minimum for 4 years, and you clear 13.7 off your books off a guy, kind of what Kratz said, that he can hit, but everything else is not great. I mean, he's a good player, but he's not a great player where you're like, this is a franchise-changing guy.
No, he was gone after this year anyway.
So, but you get a guy you can control for 4 years, controllable. This is a great deal for the Angels.
They've been looking for guys like this.
They've been looking for people to take deals like this, and the Orioles were like, pick us.
Yeah. I love it, Kratz. I love the risk. Is there a chance that Grayson just can't get his arm figured out long-term? Sure, there's a chance. But how often have we seen it where a guy goes through some injury issues early in his career, Grayson's 26, and then he takes off? The stuff is there with upside in my mind, right? We haven't seen all of the potential tapped in. Let's not forget, I'll use an example. Tarek Skubal went through quite a few injuries early in his career.
2 Tommy Johns.
He didn't blossom in 5 minutes. Just throwing that out there. Not saying they're the same pitcher, but I'm saying there's significant upside here, and I thought it was a steal of a deal to take on a lottery ticket like that I think has a good chance of becoming something special.
I want to know other teams that were like, wait, why couldn't we have gotten in there? Like the thing about the Phillies going up north, if they want an outfielder, Nick Castellanos, like, hey, we'll pay down everything to 13.7. You can have Nick Castellanos for Grayson Rodriguez. Like, I don't see any team that says, man, I don't want a controllable starter for 4 years with some risk. Every pitcher has risk. At 2 years of service, 2 years into your big league career, everybody has risk. You have no idea who's going to stay healthy and who's not. Unless there's something catastrophically wrong in there, I have a hard time believing this doesn't work out really well for the Angels.
I'm with you. And we're going to talk to Grayson Rodriguez on Friday show, maybe. I believe it is.
Possibly. If the powers that be
I'm getting a live update on when he might join us. Okay, maybe Friday for Grayson Rodriguez to talk about this deal. And for me, this is a precursor to an Orioles offseason that I'm going to feel a little wishy-washy about. They have to remake their entire bullpen, and I don't trust that they're going to get an ace, which is what they have needed there.